Hello and welcome. We are going to be building the new Ninjago Blacksmith over the next sort of hour and a half or so. We are about to open up bag number 4 and it has been a nice build so far. But of course, this is a live stream, which means we're going to have a poll. So the poll is quite simple. What do you look at first at a new set? Minifigures, price, brick count, size. What do you look at within regards of a new set? Do you care about any of those? Do you just care about the theme, for example? Whatever it is, let me know. DG, good afternoon to you or evening? Sort of 5:30 now, so early evening, late afternoon. Hopefully you are okay. So yeah, just going to do a bit of a spontaneous live stream. I've just been editing a video all day today, so my throat is all over the place. So there is a Old Town review video going to be uploaded once this live stream's finished. And then, of course, in the background, we have got the Lego website up and running as well. So if any of you guys and girls want to look at anything on the Lego website, or, of course, if it's anything that you've been building, you want to let us know what it is. So let us know. So live in Sweden, so it's evening. Yeah, you're ahead of us by now, aren't you? So it's 6:30 with you. So, yeah, you are 1 hour ahead. So, yeah, we're just going to do it for an hour or so and then just sort of see what's what with everything else. And then, yeah, there'll be a Old Town. Welcome. How are we? Well, notifications are going out quickly today. Normally it takes for ages. So, Joe, welcome to you. Hopefully everything is good for you. Have you been building anything this weekend? Obviously, let us know. I've got the Lego website up and running in the background, and then we can just plonk him up and just take a look. So it's not a problem at all. There's no new Lego news, I don't think, that's come out. I don't think there has. They don't tend to do that on a Sunday, but we can have a look and see what is what. So let's take a look. Anything new? No, we're still on the Pokemon header and all the new sets. The newest set is going to be Zelda, isn't it? Is that the newest set on the website? Yeah. So Zelda came out Friday. I think it was Friday. And so if you want to take a look at Zelda or any of the other bits and pieces, then just let us know. Yeah, the picture glitches when the screen gets shared. It's the internal software for that, so it's a little bit annoying. But the picture runs smoothly, but it's just me that jumps. Slightly annoying. Evening, Ultra Bricks. How are we? Have you been tucking into anything exciting this weekend? Right, we're tucking into Kai, who is full uniform. So that's my proper old school Blacksmith Kai, which is nice. So there you go. Can't go wrong with that, can you? You can't go wrong with that. Right. Nothing too exciting. No, all I've done is put together the video for later on, which is the Old Town, because that took forever to put together. So I probably spent 3-4 hours putting that together for nobody to watch. You'll get like 3 views or something stupid, but it is what it is. Saw the anniversary Ninjago fig leak today. Jay leaked, did he? It's hey? No, hang on. Blue chap. Oh, so it is lightning. It's what Shiba was talking about yesterday. Right. Okay. So, no, it kind of not elemental. Oh, that's the elemental. It can't be. Blue chap. Shiba was talking about the fire geezer, I think. Well, we're all grown up in the poll anyway, because there's 4 of you that have voted. You look at the price first rather than the minifigures and the brick count. So at least everybody's been honest with everything. Let's get it over onto that bit. But yeah, have you been building anything, Jill? Then obviously just let us know. DG, let us know if you've been doing anything in Sweden, anything exciting as well, obviously. Blue chap. Because obviously the 15th anniversary is... It's new characters. So it's stuff that they've never, ever done before. So what, the actual skin tone is blue or his suit is blue? Ooh. You got my head thinking now. Like, who is the blue chap? Light blue outfit. Oh, I'm gonna have to hunt that. Is it in the car? Is it with the car? So the X5, whatever it is. Getting mixed up with the Beamer in that one, but yeah, it's I think the blue, because Shibo just recently saw that episode by mistake. Cooper, how are we? Good evening to you. I'm just going to say evening now because it's evening time. It's past 5:30, so the afternoon's finished. What is that then? What is it? Or who is it? Because we've already got the Elemental Master of Lightning. So what is that? What Elemental Master is that one? I need to find the episode and watch it. Yeah, all good, Cooper. All good. Yeah, just chilling out. Just been editing some bits and pieces, and now just doing this. 4320. Just been hanging out and playing with Fred. Nice, and just playing Dance Party. That I could not do that to save my life. I would just fall over, and it would go horrifically wrong, very, very, very quickly. So, no, you've got a lot more skill than I do. That is for sure. Well, we'll probably get a couple of bags done. Obviously, we'll be checking out anything that's on the Lego website, and then yeah, we'll just see how the evening unfolds. But because these are such big bricks, it's really tempting to put this together super quickly. And as I still haven't ordered the next Ninjago set yet, I want to try and take my time with it ever so slightly. But the bags, even though there's a few bags of this, they're quite small compared to obviously the old town. So this really should be a breeze to put together. But I will drag this out as long as possible because we're making the opposite base is what I do believe we're going to be doing, because this will be on the other side, because it's got the hinge on, isn't it? And then you've got the bits and pieces underneath. So yeah, no, I'm glad everybody's been doing good. So Ultra Bricks is saying that the last 15th anniversary Ninjago character has been shown. So you guys and girls are going to have to let me know what it is. But everybody that's taken part in the poll so far, thank you very much indeed. Everybody that's liked the video so far as well, massively helped with the algorithm. Thank you very much indeed for that. Oddly, finally, we're both free. He's been free. How are you? How are you getting on with everything? The old town, by the way, is absolutely massive. Massive. It is finished. It is been reviewed. The video goes live this evening, and it just about fits in front of that coaster, which is great. So thanks to my friend didn't get drunk last time we did, Ian. Waste of a day when that happens, isn't it? You can't remember too much, and you're thinking to yourself, what is going on? But we're on page 68, step 124. So yeah, honestly, it's gorgeous. It's just behind me, fully built. The minifigures are just amazing as well. And yeah, they are really very, 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 very good. Obviously, it's packed of them. And this thing as well, this is actually surprising because this has gone on back order in the UK. So yeah, it should be a good build for you when you save up and obviously pick it up, because it's definitely worth duping. Amazing stuff. That's right. As long as you're enjoying it. Yeah, I've finished. I've just finished watching series 1 again of that, and I'm going to be watching. I'll put series 2 on over the week and binge watch it, because I want to make sure that I'm all up to date. I just want to watch series 1 and series 2. Don't need to watch series 3, just I've just done that. And then I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning again. I am tempted to go back to the beginning and just see these 15th anniversary sets that are coming out and just figure out what episodes they're from. But yeah, you're still picking my bricks. I'm still picking my bricks. Still picking my brains, Ultra Bricks, with regards to what or who that character actually is. I don't know. But because they've not done it in minifigure form, I can't type it in. But the fact they've done so many of them, It's amazing, really, how many figures they've actually done of all of these characters. And again, plenty of detail on these things. Look, ticks over, it does well. Yeah, it's just really very big bits. So, has anybody ordered anything on double points, or is everybody just waiting for the main event double points later? Because I don't know if I didn't do any research with it last night because we just ran out of time, didn't we? Because we're doing the gaming stuff, and what I was going to do is try and work out if it was cheaper getting a set on double points or getting it in the Argos or Smith sale. That makes sense, but they can't. They're giving us in another outfit because we've got the what? Because the blacksmith has her in it with the brother and the mum and dad. Oh, we're going to do a bit of research then. Hang on. What have you found? Ninjago. What have you looked at? Because the Samurai X is one of the 15. Well, it's not technically. Is in the display for the 15th anniversary. That's an update of what they've done. I can't find anything. If you can find the link to anything, let me know. We'll have a look. Oh, the Naya XZ. Ah. Hang on. ZX. Oh, is she all? No, she's not all blue in that, is she? Oh, I can't find anything. Nothing. Nothing is popping up. No. What does she actually look like? There's Master of Water. Oh, right. Okay. Ah. Right. So this might be the character then. This one. That's the variation of it. No. Oh, it even says it in Wikipedia. Look. Additionally, a new is set to be released in 2026 as part of the Ninjago board game, showcasing her character in a new outfit. The minifigure will be available in the Destiny's Bounty's Adventure board game, which will feature various Ninjago characters and their adventure. What? Hang on, you've really thrown a spanner in the works now. What is all this about? Hang on. So Sean is sat there having a brew. Hello to 321. Oddly, hello. No, I will have to hunt that one down, Oddly. I will have a look-see at that. What is this? Hang on. What's this? I mean, we're getting one for the board game. Ah, okay. So it's not the 15th anniversary. It's not the missing minifigure then, because we're still missing the 15th anniversary. So there's a new minifigure coming for the board game. Well, that looks great. So we'll have to pick that up. D-Bricks Official, what's up? Hello to you. How are we? Hope everything is good. Matt grabbing the Lion Knights Castle. Oh, I've been thinking about that all weekend. I have been thinking about it all weekend. 321 says, been a busy weekend, sold the restaurant, sold the Krusty Burger, sold some Speed Champions, need a rest, waiting on Matt to grab the Lion Knights Castle. Yes, sent an email. Oh, the meme of the Star Wars thing. Do it. I was like, I know. And then I started to do some stupid research. Going, oh yes, they did the Star Trek did a fair, obviously at the Lion Knights thing. It would be good to build live. Right, okay. So we're getting our wires crossed, but so there's an exclusive new minifigure to the board game. So what is this board? Has anybody actually seen it, or is it just so it's Ninjago Destiny's Bounty board game? Is it just the one minifigure that's with the board game? Right, hang on. We have a thing. Right, I found something. Let's see what this is all about then. Right, this is right. So this is the Destiny's Bounties adventure. So 14th of January 2026. Today, and the Lego Group announced their third-party joint crafted board game, the Ninjago Destiny's Bounties Adventure. So it's a family board game. I don't really know if I can play that with the cats. Fellow ninja will go on a thrilling adventure facing serpentine pirates and even bewildered postmen. They're not really doing the postman, are they? Villains attacking the rest of the ship's Destiny's Bounty. New and exciting, beautiful crafted board game designed with... yeah, okay. To defeat villains, you must unlock your ninja potential, upgrade your skills, and work together with a fellow ninja using techniques ability to thwart the villains' plans to conquer the ship. The new, enchanting, and beautiful crafted board game is designed by Dotted Games, a studio dedicated to making board games in collaboration with the Lego Group. We created a board game designed to bring families together, fun, strategic storytelling set established in the Ninjago universe. Where is it then? Marketing director for Lego Ninjago and the Lego Group adds, it's an exciting year as we're celebrating 15 years of Lego Ninjago. This anniversary year is all about celebrating fans, families, and Destiny's Bounties adventures. It's a great way for families to get together. The game will be... hang on, this is what we want. The game will be officially revealed to retailers, industry partners at the London Toy Fair and the Nuremberg Toy Fair. Spills when in January 2026. It'll be available for purchase on July 30th, 2026 at Gen Con, the largest board game convention in North America, and from leading retailers around the world. No images of it yet then. Well. That's why we do spontaneous lives, because we learn new stuff every single time. I had no idea. No idea that was a thing. All right, Pumpkin. Come on. Hang on. I think that's smudge. Don't you smudge. Go on. Yeah. Well, I did not know that was a thing. Right, hang on. Ultric said launched in Melbourne. One exclusive rest might be pre-existing. Ooh. Well, that'd be exciting then. I'll definitely have to be picking that one up, won't I? Right, so let's have a look at... So we're 10 votes in, 4 likes in. So the ratio's... Trying to get to a 50-50 ratio with this. So we're getting better. Price 70%, minifigures first 20%, size 10%. Nobody cares about the brick count. Interesting. Interesting. So I suppose that leads me on to then to, do I pick this up? Is this going to be my next build? I will do. I'll do one after. Do I need this as my next build? Oh, my next Ninjago build, should I say? And where do I get it from? That's the key thing. And then Smudge. Smudge is going for an explore. And then you got this as well. So yeah, we're doing a separate poll. What we're doing a separate poll later. That's the week in Ninjago Temple Bounty. Get one with the brick built heads. Which one? The one before? Because that's the biggest. The one that I've just shown you is the biggest one that they've done since the movie. So it's like huge scale. That one. That's right. Yeah, this is it. So I'm not too sure, because you've got that's obviously the one that I've just shown you, Ugly, is the one from it's the newer one from the Rising Dragon. So you're the one that you've seen is obviously the one boat, and then they did this other one for Series 3. But the Series 3 boat is much bigger than Series 1 and 2. But at the moment, it's double points on the Lego website. It's in the sale at Smith's if you can get it, because obviously it's only in selected stores now, because obviously it's been discontinued. And of course, we've got this big sale at Argos. And last night we did all the research for the the Ninjago movie sets, and I started to find some of them for really valuable, really cost-effective prices yesterday. Yeah, I suppose it's better at. Well, it's the same. Smiths and Argos is the same, unless you spend, because you get £20 off the 100 and whatever it is at the moment, so it brings it down to the same price. But if you spend 50, you spend another 30, you get 50 off, don't you? So. The Temple of Resurrection. They've done loads of them, so you're always going to be able to get your money back on sets like that. The minifigures on them are fantastic as well. But yeah, the actual temples, they seem to hold their value quite well. They do seem to hold their value. There's one or two of them that I've seen that go for massive amount of money, and off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure which one it is. And that's the same thing with the bounties as well, because for whatever reason, the Lego movie bounty for the Ninjago, it's the same price as what you could get it for new and sealed. But then one of the legacy bounties is like triple the price now. So, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Going by the list, the land bounties named. So but the land bounty is gonna be, I would imagine, just under the legacy, because they've only done one land bounty and they haven't done a redo for the legacy range yet. So I'm assuming it's just going to be a redo vehicle. And if they do that, that should be quite a nice looking set. But they don't tend to use land vehicles that much as a bounty. Sorry, yeah, as an actual bounty, they tend to kind of fly around a lot more. Yeah, we looked at all of those last night. So all the Ninjago sets last night, which will flop back up again now. They were fantastic looking things. They really, really were. Getting this on. So you've got all the different mechs. So this is the stuff that we were just covering last night. You've got all the different mechs. They do look really very, very good indeed. You've got all the fire mechs. Obviously, you've got the actual city itself, which is very good. And then you've got these sets. Let me just get smudged down because you want to go downstairs. Yes, good. There we go. Right, smudge back down the loft ladders. So yeah, you've got all of these. You've got all of these sets, and I started to do a little bit of research after the stream finished. But yeah, you've got Lloyd's Green Dragon, that one toy of the year, and then all of the others. They come with fantastic looking minifigures. So the fire mech looks great. Yeah, if I was to get them, I would want to get all of them and have them as a full-blown Ninjago movie display. But you can get them now for about £35. So they're not, then they hold no value at all. No value. The movie stuff holds no value at all. Yeah, nothing. MG Son, how are we? No, it's 180 at Argos, but a speed champion or something with it for 20, you get 50. So yeah, that's true. But then it's 180, but if you put the offer in, you get £20 off that, don't you? So it's the same price. So it's either you just get something extra with it and get 50 off in total, or Argos and Smith, I think, work out to be about the same price, because how that offer's running, if I remember rightly, is £10 off 50, £20 off 100, and 50 off 2, isn't it? So yeah, there are some nice sets available from the Ninjago movie, and I didn't look at any of them. For the mechs and things, bother to pick them. I just didn't bother to pick them up. Because at the time, I didn't think it would work. But now I've actually got an area where I can actually, because they have got every single mech from the opening credits or the opening battle scene. And I even found the volcano yesterday. So I found the volcano is £35, which is this thing just here, the volcano layer. And it comes with all of the, obviously it's only a small little thing, but it comes with all of the minifigures, including this one. And all of the weird and wonderful army builders that are obviously with the Ninjago dock and Ninjago City. So you can have loads of these characters running around if you wanted to. So yeah, I'm very, very tempted to tuck into these. Even this massive random shark thing that he's done with the hot dog stand, because this is the Garmadon with 4 arms. So yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of opportunity to get some of the bits and pieces if I wanted to, but you just got to go all over the place because they're not all in one place. By the Lloyd's Child mask. I don't think it would fit my massive head, to be honest. I don't think it would. So, Sean, how was your brew? Because we all thought Sean got stuck on the toilet last night, but we actually know what happened. He was doing something Lego related. So we're going through. I haven't missed anything. Right, there we go. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, there is options 3, 2, 1 with regards to that, but I'm trying to, off the top of my head, just try and remember how that offer is, how that offer works. Because it's 10 off 50. I think it's 10 off 50, 20 off 100, 50 off 2. Oh, Sean has built the Gringotts and destroyed the Gringotts. So I'll be doing the same thing. So there'll be dismantling lives coming up, like at some point as well. I will be taking apart some of the sets, and we'll see what happens. There we go. Because I'm going to expand. Definitely going to expand Ninjago and expand the Winter Village. I'm actually tempted to get all of the Disney stuff, all of my Disney stuff gone. I think that might be the first thing to go. So I've got the big Disney castle. I've got the what have I got down there? Beauty and the Beast castle. I've got the Snow White house. So all of them might go first, I think. We are, John, I'm afraid. We are. Different set now. Completely different set. I can't afford to get anything else. And with your new 30%, 10%, 20% tariffs that Trump's just put on all of you, I don't think you're going to be able to afford any of the Lego sets for the foreseeable futures either. So you might want to try and stock up quickly before you get your price increase on everything, because we know that's on its way, don't we? We know that's on its way. The only other thing I've got to build is the parade car, and then I'm going to repair probably the Stranger Things upside down house, probably. I have it down there. It is there, fully complete with all the minifigures. It is indeed. It looks nice. Yeah, the minifigures are great. And it's I literally built it and put everything in there. So, yeah, it's yeah, it looks all right. It's a nice set, but it's literally been built, put down underneath it, and I've just not done anything with it at all. Happy days, that's right. And you're the evil created dragon. Happy. We're talking about like random evil things. Have you seen that? The lady that plays the evil Disney princess has got fired from Disney. They haven't they've just got rid of all of the evil characters for one reason or another, and also they've shut down the Star Wars ride for the foreseeable future as well. It's not so you can't even book it to go on. So Disney seem to be doing a complete revamp on all of their bits and pieces. So that'll be good fun. That's right, and Johnny, as long as you weren't planning on buying anything from outside America, you should be absolutely fine moving forward in 2026. I think it's all going to go splendidly for everybody, isn't it? All going to go splendidly. But I can send you photos if you require, Sean. I can even throw it out, so that's all right. Hey, you. Oh, you're soaking wet. I will send you some photos. That is absolutely fine. I will. Absolutely fine. Oh yeah, well the news broke this morning, didn't it? Of where you've got to pay an extra 10% coming in from the UK and everybody else in Europe. It's like, how does that affect us? We don't care. You lot are going to be just going, what is going on? What is going on? Mad. I'm still concerned about the World Cup as well. Still concerned about the World Cup. Oh, a spare sword. Not for this stuff. And don't forget what company Lego is as well. It's Danish, isn't it? So Denmark, Greenland, Lego Group. just saying. So but no, they don't have any, their factory's not built yet. And even if it was, they would close it down, wouldn't they? So, and how everything comes in with all the factories and stuff and everything is just an absolute nightmare. Well, they did, but then Hasbro came out last week and said their price increase is only affecting America only. So that's not affecting anybody else. And that's the biggest American company that deals with toys, Hasbro. And they came out of the press conference statement and said that we're not paying it. So all good, sexy fun, isn't it? All good, sexy fun. So just hold on to your bricks, basically. It's going to be a that's a t-shirt, isn't it? Hold on to your bricks. It's going to be a wild 12 months for anything fun. That's what it's going to be. No, John, that's not really how it works, is it? It doesn't make a difference, because if I sold you a Lego set, you would pay the tariff. So I'm not losing out on anything, and you can't get anything else in. So it doesn't always work that way. That's the crazy thing. That is like your car industry. You get parts imparted in from like doors. All your Fords aren't made in America. So you as a customer are paying all that extra. So it's globally, it's going to have a massive knock-on effect, but you're just going to get shafted. That's what it's all going to come down to. Mark, hello. So yeah, it's going to be saucy. But yeah, the Hasbro did a price increase, and it did not affect anybody else globally, luckily this time, apart from America. So if that's going to be the thing moving forward, that's not going to be fun. But no, the tariffs is the equivalent of our VAT. Like, we get screwed getting stuff into the country. Like, if we wanted non-affiliated brick sets, like from Mattel, for example, we would have to pay, is it an extra 15? I don't know what our duty is. Because we pay the extra, as a customer, we pay the extra import charge. I don't know what that is. Is it 15, 20% import? And that's obviously what the customer ends up paying. So it's just sucks. Well, it's fair enough, John. But if you can't get anything, you're manufacturing anything, are you? So how's it going to work? That's it. It's simple. It's simple as that. You're not going to buy any cars. You're not going to buy anything. So it's just going to stop. So it's you at the end of the day, you're all going to be affected. And the rest of the world will just be like, oh, okay, fair enough. Because that's what it's kind of got to at the moment. It's already happened in the farming markets. Everybody else is just doing trades with each other. You don't produce your own farming goods, and you're getting shafted. So that is the bigger picture. And can you imagine if it affects this stuff? That's the crazy thing. What is actually going to happen? Like, worst case, would they ever close the factories down? Would the World Cup not go there? Because you think of all of the stuff that is just kicking off, and we are the 18th of January. Very, very saucy. They've even got a travel warning not to go to, where is it? Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and the wrestling is supposed to be there next weekend. So that's another touchy subject, because if anybody's got tickets to fly over to the Middle East, there's a travel advisory against it. So everything is just kicking off. So I think all you got to do is just value the stuff that you've got and make it last, I think. But on a positive, this is lovely. But yeah, with the pieces that are involved in this is rather nice. Yeah. There you go. I've got these bits at the bottom. Well, that bit's for just the outer building, because I think that sits in there. Yeah, the big argument was the cars, wasn't it? But obviously, you've been in Germany, you know that the cars are just too big. Like your truck compared to mine, your truck is enormous compared to mine. But the back roads that I take my truck on, it literally hits the wing mirrors. So that kind of thing wouldn't work over there. But we do, we don't get Cadillac over here. We do have Ford, but we have we have the smaller sort of hatchback type stuff. But food wise, we can't take your food in because of the law, because your all the bits and pieces are different to ours, aren't they, with regards to the stuff that is allowed in them. Because I was amazed that I got given what was it? Somebody brought a bottle of Coke and they brought it over from the States. And reading the back, the ingredients are completely different. Everything's completely different. So that kind of stuff doesn't really work either. So too many rules, regulations, and absolute nonsense. If anybody can figure out what this bit's supposed to be as I'm starting to put this together. I think this is supposed to be the outdoor bit. I do not recognise this at all. It was our biggest truck is the Ford Ranger, which is the baby pickup. You've got what, the F-150, 250, and the Julie, haven't you? But we only have the Ford Ranger, and even that's, to be fair, too big going around some of the bits, because you end up losing a wing mirror, especially around this way. Anyway, it's just you've got to tuck your wing mirrors in and just hope for the best. There it is. So I'm assuming nobody is actually because we were talking about the gorgeous World Cup Lego set. I'm assuming none of you are actually fussed about that line. I don't know if Sean is secretly getting rid of his Harry Potter bits and pieces and going to be getting his where's that going? His fix for the World Cup stuff. What is that? My brain isn't working. How the hell is that supposed to go on? Definitely not. No, I don't think so either. I don't think so. They're going like that. Because people have said what the other sets are involving, but I still haven't seen any of the minifigures or anything from them. So I've got clients that want to go over. Roaming Bricks, hello there. How are we? Yeah, I've got clients that want to go over and see it, but it's so expensive. So expensive. Because obviously when it was over in the Middle East, that went really smoothly, didn't it? Obviously it was hot and everything else, like it's going to be at this one. But it's, yeah, the tickets are biblically expensive. So I don't know of anybody that's actually thinking of going. Anybody else that's actually thinking of going, apart from this one person. But everybody that I've spoken to about these Lego sets, nobody's interested in the World Cup trophy. I don't know if people will be interested in it if they win the trophy, that is. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure how well they're gonna do. But I am really surprised that they've actually done those sets, and there's all the layering again. Look, so this is all of these bits and pieces. Roller coaster, Matt. Yeah, that's it. Got the loop coaster in the background. You can call me whatever. I don't care. I do not care at all. Because if the Olympics are, sorry, if the World Cup's this year, does that mean the Olympics are next year? I'm trying to think where, because I've seen, is it the winter? Is there a problem? What country's got the problem with the ice skating rink? What keeps popping up on my feed with that? Because it's not to the standards of the league, and it's supposed to be open soon. So if it's going to be the winter one now, it'll be 28 for the actual Olympics, won't it? Because everything sort of all came around at the same time, because the Euros happened with the female cup as well as the blokes. I'm just trying to get my head around the order of different competitions over here in the UK. But I know further afield. I don't know if it's not Canada or America. It's somewhere. It's somebody else. Some European country, I think. And yeah, there's photos floating around of this ice hockey stadium, which isn't doing too well. But that'd be a Lego set I'd actually like them to do. They did an American football stadium, and then they did a Olympic stadium. We said this before, didn't we? And then a hockey. I'd even get a Major League Baseball. But the problem is that it'll do the same problem as Old Trafford over here. The locals from that country wouldn't want to buy a competitor's ground, would they? So we'd have to have like Wembley and things. Oh, it is. So, do you know where it is, John? Because it's the Winter Olympics this year, and it's my long way going round, my long-winded way of going round that they're doing all the stuff for the World Cup, which is their first time ever doing it. But you would have thought, oh, it is Italy. There we go. You would have thought that they would have done something for that alongside the FIFA World Cup, because the Olympics will, I think, start before the World Cup this year. But they've done that incredibly good-looking trophy. But they could have done like. Can you remember the old international track and field? Can you remember the game where you had to bat and bash like 20, 30 years ago, whatever it was? Because they could have done an ice hockey stadium. They could have, there we go. So it's now. So they could have done that. Thanks, Miss Bricks Together. I appreciate that. So they could have done that first, and then they could have done the World Cup stuff at the end and had like a sporting event throughout the whole year. But they've just decided to chop up a World Cup trophy, and Italy have made an absolute meal of the ice hockey stadium. And that's all I know. So I don't know, because it's not to regulation, but I think the actual rink is smaller as well. But why would they not do a winter Lego? That's it. On fire. There we go. I've just got these ideas in the back of my head. Like, why are they doing the World Cup and not the Winter Olympics? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Well, they could do a golf course. But that's something I would love them to do, actually, DJI. I'd love them to do a Lego mini golf, like a crazy golf, where if you think about it, it would be what, like 8 by 15 little base plates, and you could literally redesign the hole over a few base plates, and you could just have a load of minifigures walking around it. Never done it. They've never done that set. So that's not too bad. Thank you, Roman Bricks, for the like, and enjoy episode 4 of the Rising Dragons. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Yeah, Roman Bricks said the roller coaster set has increased in price. Yeah, so the loop one isn't too bad at the moment. It's a lot of money. But the one that's gone up is a red coaster that's behind it, like in front of me. That's gone up drastically. Sure, Bangladesh. That's they could do cricket ground there, couldn't they? That'd be all right. They could. Well, no, nor have I, John. To be honest, the actual they could do bowling ball. Yeah, they could do. Yeah, they could have done the ice hockey. I think the ice hockey would have been good. But I'm just surprised that they've not done bits and pieces like that. I don't know why. I don't know why. Because so if obviously we've got plenty of Americans and Canadians in, which is, it is, you must be very, very bored. But did any of you lot get the NBA basketball court that they did? Because you lot got the NBA with the multiple teams, and they actually use those minifigures in the Lego movie. But we got the football pitch version, and they ran them parallel because that was at a year where they did like sets for different countries. So now they don't do that anymore. They release everything worldwide. So that's why you get some like K-pop bits that isn't going to sell too well in certain places, but Asia obviously sells really, really well. But if you picked up that basketball court, that's really expensive over in the UK, but I don't think it is too bad over in the States. Well, it wasn't just that, oddly. It was they just did it regional. So they did basketball for the Americans and Canadians, and then they did over here, they just did other bits and pieces. Or why isn't a Lego collab with NFL? Probably, as harsh as it sounds, it's not a global product, I would imagine. That's the harsh reality of it all. I would like them. I've said this for a long, long time. I would happily have a NFL stadium, an Olympic stadium, a football stadium, but like at a world event. And the problem is the NFL is a club, isn't it? So they've learnt their lesson from Old Trafford because obviously the Man United football grounds, they've done some, and they had a huge problem over this way of actually ended up going into a sale. So the football is going to pop up Trafford. They even got it on the website still. Yes. So this thing, this is the first one that they did, this Lego Icons thing. Now, they could have done this for ice hockey, Olympics. They could have done this for NFL. They could have done it for whatever they wanted. They picked United to do this with for, and it bombed. Because as a fan, if you don't support United, you're not going to pick it up. And I think that's the problem you've got with, you wouldn't, because obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Super Bowl is in a generic stadium, like a club stadium, isn't it? A bit like Old Trafford. Whereas what they should have done as a stadium, what the Lego group should have done, is they should have done Wembley or somewhere like that, where it's only used for, it's not basically affiliated with a team. So the stadium itself isn't like anything. It's where like they play international games. But I don't think American football does that, so they probably won't do that. No, oh, the basketball stuff. Oh, hang on then. Hang on. Even I know that was a set. Right, so we are looking way back when. So we're looking at item number 3432 is what you're looking at. 3432. It is this. There you go. I think this is fantastic. I think it is very, very good indeed. So hang on. Try that again. Where did you just go then? Lego basketball. That's the photo I want. Is it going to work? Yes, right. So they did this for you lot. This one. So did you lot not get any? Is it was NBA licensed, and it looked like people obviously done bits and pieces because for the UK they did the football pitch, but they did the stadium. They did all of the other little bits and pieces that went around it, but we couldn't. They never did this over in Europe. So yeah, they never. This was obviously years and years and years. This was before the original Lego movie came out. So as just as in a sporting arena, they could have done this, but they never did. But they did for you, obviously, because it's an actual set. But this set now is worth a fortune. So you're looking at 3432 is what this Lego set is. I wonder if it's on Bricklink. 3432 NBA Challenge. Where is there? There's this set on there. It's actually the sticker sheet. Set 1 of 1, £173 is what it is. So that's it there. It was in the UK, it was a bolt-on, but that was the box. So you should have had like stands and stuff that you could have done things with. So yeah, we didn't get it, but I don't know if any of you've got this in your locker now, it's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. So that is very true. Chop, what a cool name, Butt Chop. Romard, hi, how are we? Hopefully you should have. Sean says shoulda, woulda, coulda. They could have, but they didn't, did they? That's it, exactly that. Does the Manchester Arena have a funny football chat? No, it doesn't. That would have been even worse if they put a United sound brick in it. Probably could do. But Romard, hello to you. Roaming Brick says, yeah, they've now got the Nike Dunk set instead, because obviously they're in affiliation with Nike, aren't they? Yeah, that's it. So catching up with everything. No, we never had it. No, Roman Bricks, that's it. We never had it here either. Where are we? Happy days. Right, perfect. You guys can carry on chit-chatting across. I've just actually clicked on to who Miss Bricks Together is, by the way, so I do apologise, because at the very, very start of the stream, I thought your name was something else, and it was up at the top, and I just saw the photo, but that was Jill, and then the name's changed, and it's not. So welcome. I know. I've just put 2 and 2 together. Stupid idiot. So yeah, a standard thing. But yeah, if anybody is going to be getting this set, to be fair, it's not too bad at all. It's got a lot of weight to the base. It is a proper display piece, though. That's the only thing. And it is huge pieces and then tiny pieces. And what they've got a tendency to do at the moment is to put a huge base at the bottom, and then they just layer everything up there. I know. I was there. I was watching you both. That's why it's just clocked on, because I've just read the names. I'm like, oh yeah, idiot. Like, duh. I literally need a bib. I would just be sat here dribbling otherwise. I'm looking at everybody's name going, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it's not that person. And it's when people change their name halfway through because they realise that their name across the top isn't what their handle is. And then all of a sudden, it's like they carry on talking to you. And you're like, I don't know who you are now. I don't know. My little brain cannot compute anything and everything that is going on. I can't possibly cope with it all. But don't forget, this is a double-ended. So you've got two bits to this. So this is obviously the first side. That's the second side. I'm assuming it's just 2 levels and a small door. Yeah, like I said, the Old Town that I did, geez, it's 4 and a bit base plates long. And as a circle, in case anybody cares, it's 4 base plates as a circle as well. No, that's it, John. Exactly. That's it. I mean, I struggle to remember my own name sometimes, John. I sort of wake up and sort of start rocking myself and cry myself to sleep. So yeah, it's all good fun. John's like, I've always been me. Well, that's true. Yeah, well, you did update. You did do something, didn't you? You changed something, and then somebody else changed their logo to pink. because sometimes at a quick glance, you just look at, like, say, for example, John, I don't need to look at his name because it just has the big orange J. But when that changes, I'm like, who's that? Who is this? So that's what you just sort of go by it. And sometimes with the different streaming software, you see it differently. So at the moment, I've got a big screen with the chat on the side. But when I use the other software to get your chat up, I can't see myself and I can't see the chat. So I have to keep going back into it and I just have to read absolutely everything. So yeah, it always chops and changes and everything else. But I did read something like the clouds. So what's this about clouds then, Madam Brick Together? What are we doing? So a new cloud ceiling. So is that carrying on with the cloud backdrop that you had? So I left a comment on that. I've never seen a cloud display like that. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, well, that's what you could actually do, John, to take the mick, is actually just make a custom one with keep it like a bright orange and just have a fatter J and just be like, well, I made this, rather than just obviously having that one. You could, if you wanted to, you could quite easily, just to start winding people. Obviously, if you want to play a joke on everybody, just change it. But I don't know if you changed it and tried to change it back, it would actually just go back to that J in that color. Oh God. When it's sod's law, isn't it? You just get something, you change one thing, and the knock-on effect is just massive. Because these obviously all these tables from IKEA, and I always go by base plates rather than the actual size of them. But they do a longer version of this, and the longer version is perfect for an extra like half a base plate or 3/4 of a base plate. And this one, it's just too shy. So you when I'm going to swap them all over, I would literally need to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to buy like 30 more base plates just to cover the gap. You just think, oh, just anything, isn't it? Clone Marshal Commander Cody has just finished 75155. 75155. Bear with me. 75155. Oh, the Rebel U-Wing. We are going back in time for that one. I remember you saying to me, Villissimo, that you picked it up. How did you get on? Oh, I've just seen Villissimo's name with the Old Town, and it's done. So I'm assuming, Villissimo, you managed to fix that problem, because that was. I'm glad you managed to get it in booklet 3, because obviously the booklet 3 it's still booklet 3, still isn't on the Lego website. Well, exactly, John. I don't blame you, to be fair. I mean, I don't wash either, so that's why I always wear the same orange hoodie. It's just easy. So just have a nice, easy life. It doesn't matter. So 75155. So this is a really nice looking set. So if any of you Star Wars fans are about, is this Disney? Yeah, it's the older artwork, isn't it, for the Disney stuff? Nice minifigures as well with these. I was going to say, it's obviously quite a long ship. Oh, it's very nice. That does look very, very nice. I say no, it looks good. Matt, I haven't heard what you think of the new big Lego town set with the shops. The one in green. Which one's that? Oh, it's all right, Clone Marshal. It doesn't matter, does it? I'm retired, so I don't make any effort whatsoever. That's basically been my life motto, John, to be quite honest. Oh yeah, you're going back to Emporium. Right. What did I see? So what is your question, DJ? Oh, the shopping street. Oh, the new modular. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the I thought you were talking about the Ninjago O-Town. I think, and a lot of people probably agree with me on this, that um, when it first came out, I think everybody was a little bit like, not 100% sure. And then all of a sudden, it was like, actually in person, it's really nice. And the colours are going to work perfectly with the assembly square. It's just I like the shape, but obviously it's just for some people it might be too small on the inside. But the shopping street as a row actually works really well. It gives a completely different dynamic to the actual city. But the photos from the Lego website are dreadful. So it wasn't until I saw it, and I saw it on the 2nd when I went down on January the 2nd. I was like, oh, it is completely different to what I envisioned it being. And yeah, so I would like to, if I could make it work in my theme park, I would do. Basically, that's what I would try. That's what I would try and do. But well, it's the things. It's one of those. The shopping street when it first came out, a lot of people kicking off about it and they didn't like it, and we all talked about it as well, aren't we? We all talk about these things, but after I saw it on the 2nd of January, my opinion of it completely changed. And I think honestly, if you have any way you can actually see it built, I think people's opinion of it might change ever so slightly. Potentially, anyway, potentially. I think it's going to be one of those that it's going to be slept on, and then people might be like, "Oh, actually, I want to try and pick that up. I want to get this. I want to do that because of what it's all about." So, 75150. Sean the Black Sheepra. So look at that. He's changed. See, this is what we talk about. So Sean the Black Sheep has just changed his name. You do realise, Sean, that it takes like 2 weeks for your name to go back. So Sean's now changed it to a white horse and has the emoji with the glass eyeball, in case anybody wants to know who that person is. So we have an intruder that's in there. And Verissimo, congratulations for finishing the Old Town set. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh yeah, we're talking about the Pokemon stuff yesterday as well, weren't we? That was another topic of conversation. In all fairness, though, that's hard to compare to the Mattel stuff. The better one to try and do like a comparison with is the Eevee, because I still can't quite get my head around what Lego's thought process is of the 3 different scales. One's clearly display. Eevee, I'm assuming, is going to be that scale moving forward for everything. So why is Pikachu a hybrid on a stand? That's what I don't quite understand. And I'm not sure if they've done it differently because you can still buy it as a Pikachu. Oh yeah, the Rock Raiders monsters. Yeah. They're amazing, those things. Oh yeah, you got loads of characters that you're going to meet. Yeah, that's it. So that's exactly it. So John's nailed that on the head with regards to it's not been a full base, but it honestly is really very impressive. And I think Shibo, he's in the process of building it up. So what we'll ask from Shibo is actual comparison photos of it beside the other bits and pieces, and just see how it looks. Right, let me go back through. Rolling bricks, not a problem at all. Yes, Clone Marshal, Amanda Cody. So if you are hunting down UCS sets, you are going to be losing this year the block of cheese. You are going to be losing the Falcon and the sail barge. All 3 of those. So Jedi Brickman, hello. Just smash the like button on the way. Happy days. Thank you very much indeed. That's always nice. Yeah, so the UCS Venator is retiring at the end of this year, but supposedly, and obviously this is just stuff that everybody else tells me. I've got nothing. I've got no affiliation with the Lego Group whatsoever. I mean, look at me. You are getting a Superstar Destroyer this year, and apparently a UCS N1. So well, you've got the Rock Monsters from Power Miners, or the year before that, which is Rock Raiders. Rock Raiders was not 97, and they did that for a whole year. So the Rock Raiders were the big things with the light brick on. They're amazing. Those sets are fantastic. But yeah, so 4320 says, my problem with the Mattel ones is that they make those that are for display, and the ones that have a gimmick that runs. I want to control it and move the arms and head myself. Oh, yes, true. But the Pikachu that came with Ash, didn't that have a swivel head? I'm trying to think. Did that have a swivel head? Let's have a look. So because I know I sound like a broken record, but it seems to be a lot of people this side of the pond aren't very familiar with the Mattel bricks pre the Mattel brick shop, and that just goes to show how bad their marketing is when you guys over that side of the pond knows absolutely everything. Now so they had it. They did. I know because I know where you could get them from. I am sure that the Mattel Pokemon, you were able to do stuff with them. I think. Let's have a look. Just finding it up on the. Find it up right. So at the moment, Lego haven't done this scale. That's the giveaway, isn't it? That's the giveaway scale, not the actual giveaway. They're not going to go into the motion stuff because that was a Mattel thing. So I am assuming that the Eevee, which is further down, which is where are we? Here. That is the scale of the Eevee from the Lego Group because it's the same price. They're both 59. They're both £59. So what I'm confused because that's why I think Lego's done 3 different scales because you've got a jumbo Pikachu, and then you've got the other bits and pieces from Mega. But it seems to be that whatever reason that Lego has done one of these, they've done their own version of a stand with Pikachu. And then they've done the big display one, which Mattel didn't do. Because really, all they had to do was this with the Pokeball. And it would have been around this price. Because they've done it for the same price as the Eevee. So why that base is a base plate and a half, I'm assuming it's going to be quite a big set. But the main one to compare it to is this, if I remember rightly. Because this has full articulation in the head, the ears, and the arms. Yes, it does. So you can move its ears about. You can do whatever it is that you want to do with it, and you've got the different facial plates. But this has only just recently sold out, and obviously it can't be shipped to our country anyway. So Mattel don't. They just don't. We have to get it from different bits and pieces. So. So that's why the product isn't as well known over this way because it wasn't easily grabbable, which is weird when you guys over on the other side of the pond just because I've seen so many people post about Pokemon stuff and everybody over this side like, oh, it's the best thing since sliced bread, and everybody that's over the other side of the pond is like, well, Mattel did this. It's like nobody knows. Yeah, the Jumbo Pikachu I think looks like it moves as well. But the Pikachu with Ash, that's even bigger. That's a bigger scale. So Mattel's done 3 scales of the same Pikachu, and the Lego Pokemon, the Lego Pikachu is a different scale again. So I'm a bit confused why Lego haven't carried on with the Jumbo Mattel range because they started it with Eevee, and clearly the Pikachu isn't part of it. But they've kind of ran themselves into a wall with it because everybody's comparing it with Mattel. Whereas if they just did it like the Eevee, it's the same price. So we'll just have to wait, won't we? We'll just have to wait. It depends. I know that people are saying about the brick usage or the color usage and other little bits and pieces like that. But it's only the Pikachu people are talking about, from what I've seen. Not a lot of people have said much about the Eevee. So maybe people. I mean, do you guys like the Eevee? Are you guys happy with that? I suppose the question is anybody actually going to get any of the Pokemon sets? That's the key. Is anybody going to pick any of these sets up? Because don't forget, you can still in this country get the Mattel sets if you wanted to, for whatever reason, you can do. And the play sets are also still available, which is like 6 sets you can all put together to make basically a Pokemon world if you wanted to. So, because I know there's massive Pokemon fans about, but at what point you'll cut off? Sean at the Sherpa, 2 bags left. I'm done. I can't. I don't know what's more concerning: your part of the name, or the fact that you've just added. Is that a horse or a dog? I'm gonna hunt your profile down quickly. I'm gonna go to your channel. What have you done? Oh, it's it's like a dog pharaoh. Very fancy. So you can enjoy changing that back if you ever change it back. John is going to be there day 1 for Pokemon. Elbows out. You're gonna put your chair in front, John. Is that what you're going to be doing? You're going to put your deck chair there. That's a thing, isn't it? For what they do. Bless you, Sean. It's a what? I can't even attempt to pronounce what that is. Don't start talking to me about high tech words. I can just about string a sentence together. So, where are we? Yeah, so John's all in for Pokemon. Well done, John. There we go then. Well, what we can do, John, is you can set up your live streams, do a live stream build, and we can all watch them. MA Brickworld official, please join. We're about to hit 30k. Oh, 30k on what? Subs or video? Let's have a look. Let's scout. Oh, check this out. Hang on then. We don't mind doing this. I've done this for everybody else. So this is, check this out. M&A Brickworld, 29.8. You are smashing that. You cannot go wrong. So if anybody wants to top them up to 30k, go for it. I will do my part. Look, there we go. Live subscription. And I would put Sean's up, but Sean hasn't got anything to show. So, and I could put Miss Brickworld up, but I don't know if yours is linked to. Who can I show off? Hang on, let's help. Let's do a quick bit of helping hand. Ultra Bricks is looking forward to the live stream build of the Lion Knight's Castle. I think people do that for new iPhones too, waiting in line to get it. I would rather cry myself to sleep and shave my own eyeballs and queue up to get a iPhone. I just don't see them at all. Who else can we show off? Let's have a look. There we go. We'll get this channel up as well, shall we? So let's get on this. Look, you've hit 400 subs. Congratulations to you. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Let's close that down. And you bus. There we go. You just speak to me like a child, and it's fine. Jedi Brickman. I just hit 128 subs. Hang on. Hang on, we're having a bit of a show and tell. As long as it's not turning into a measuring competition, I do not mind at all. Jedi Brickman. You got 530. You got five. What do you say? You got 528. You got 530. You've got. Look. Hang on. Where are you? Jedi Brickman. That's you. Oh, 5-2. And Sean. I'm gonna subscribe to you, Sean. There you go. I don't know how many you've actually got, but I've subscribed to you as we go. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun for everybody? I'm on it. It's already done. That's why I said it should be on 5:30. Because it was on 5:29, and then I subbed. So that should be 5:30 for you. So that is good stuff. But yeah, with regards to the mega bits and pieces, there's plenty of stuff. I mean, I take responsibility because I told you to start watching the actual show, but I wouldn't rush into it. The problem you've got is when you watch it back from series 1, you're going to see all these characters again in mass form. So then you're going to want to army build everything, and then you want to get all the play sets, and then that's where it gets really expensive. So you should come up with a rule that if you want the minifigures, you just have one figure from each team as your representation, which means it will stop you trying to backtrack really very old and very, very expensive playsets, like the Serpentine Pit, for example, where they've got all the snakes. You've ordered that minifigure because you said last week you ordered it because you saw it in the show. Well, it's there's a whole series of those, so you have to get like 50 different colors if you wanted them. Right, some more bits to put in on that. So that's the rest of the mosaic bits done at the bottom, which looks nice, smart. I think you can watch the Ninjago stuff on their YouTube channel, or it's on ITV. It's on ITVX in the UK, it's free to watch on that. But I think it's on their YouTube channel. I think. Does he now? JB has more bricks than always put together. Well, that is showing off a little bit. Hang on. I will be hunting. I'll be having a stalk later on, is what I'll be doing. And to be honest, I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about, that Jedi Brickman, because all I can read is it went up this morning. So whatever pills you're taking, congratulations to you for making it go up this morning. That's good stuff. Where are we on that one? Channel. Yeah, it's amazing who's got what in their back locker for Lego collections and stuff, isn't it? It's scary. It's scary. Because obviously, by the sounds of it, all of you lot have got massive. Apart from massive issues, you've all got massive backlogs. Which I don't know if Madden Brickman is about, but do you two sit on your sets, or do you get them built very, very quickly? Which obviously with the amount of live streams some people do, they get through the sets quite quick, don't they? So I don't know what people's tactics are with lots of different bits and pieces. Yeah, I don't know. There we go. That's it. Well, you might as well, don't you? Might as well. It's always good to do that. And if you don't like the person, you can then just unsubscribe later on, can't you? Because everybody's subs just go up and down all the time. So that's definitely never a bad thing, is it? Never a bad thing. Oh, there we go. Happy days. That's it. So yeah, you can just carry on from the season that you were at, or you could just start with the Rising Dragons and go back. It's up to you. It is up to you. I say to a lot of people, probably watch the Rising Dragons first because the sets are spoiling the actual show. Like the sets that have just been released is about series 4 that's not even out yet. As 2 55-gallon drums of bulk just to say, oh, brilliant. So you've basically got your own pick a brick. Then you can literally just go in and do all the little bits and pieces that you want. So when did the collection become an obsession? When did you start from way back when then? Prime, how are we? Good evening to you. Hopefully you are okay. But no, it seems to be that a lot of you have got filthy backlogs when it comes to these bits and pieces. Filthy. I mean, like 321, Sean, Ryan, all of you lot have got Ultra Bricks, and you've all got monstrous backlogs. And I'm sat here like I have nothing new to open. I literally the first thing I think of is can I make it work in a display, and then look at everything else. That's what I look at from. I said more, but well, it'll be close. It'll be close. There's a. I'll get it for you in a second. Hang on. There's a Lego educational thing. What is it? Right, so I've actually got it in a video, but I'm not going to bore you and plug the video. But so basic facts about the Lego brick. 1958 would fit in a piece made today. The number of Lego bricks sold in a year would reach more than 5 times around the world. The Lego minifigures are the world's largest population, with over 4 billion of them around the world. The fact shows a widespread use and popularity. During the Christmas season, almost 28 Lego sets are sold. Oh, good grief. So during the Christmas season, almost 28 Lego sets are sold each second. Yeah, there's loads of silly little facts like that. They're the biggest tire manufacturer as well, aren't they? It's just madness. You did indeed. Sean did your part with the gingerbread train. Absolutely. You can't go wrong with that. And I massively appreciate it. It's just there. Like the gingerbread train is just on show round. Where is it? Round. There it is, right at the front. If I go down, you see Pumpkin in the box. Can you see her? She's squished herself up in that box. And if I keep going round, you've then got the old town all in there, ready to crack on. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. That looks like that train is blowing out of its backside, Sean. I'm officially done watching every canon Star Wars show and movie. How long is it until you're going to start to watch them again? Because you're going to get bored. There's going to be nothing else for you to watch now. I can Prime, yeah. So we've got this little bit just here. So this is the first bit that's been done, and then the second bit that has been done is just this bit. So we're 5 bags in at the moment, so it's not too bad. Might just do I think probably just do one more bag and then call it a day. But yeah, sticker wise, it's only a small sticker sheet. Whereas, was it 60 stickers for the old town or whatever it was? So Brickman said, when I moved out to the garage to make my own studio, went a little bit overboard. Oh, that's a good way of doing it. Because if you can just buy the bits and pieces in bulk, and if you're just going, if you're like going all in for mocks and things, that's the way of doing it. Because obviously all the bricks clip together, so you don't have to worry. Obviously, certain colours you've just got to be a bit careful of because they go brittle. But apart from that, you're laughing. So it does not make a difference at all because obviously all the pieces just connect together. Now, the big another fun fact for everybody: if you have it's 8 stud Lego bricks, how many different configurations can you put together? How many of you are going to Google that question? So the Lego 6 brick challenge is what it's called. How many different ways can you do it? It's terrifying. So if you think how many bricks that you've got, Sean said 3. Sean's got 3 different configurations for the challenge. No, it is 915,104,765 possible combinations. With 6 Lego bricks, that's how many combinations there are. The number, you go to the Lego house and they have 6 bricks all across everywhere, and they're all in different configurations. You're really close, yeah. You were just about 915 million bricks off. So yeah, don't worry, Sean. It's all right. Yeah, terrifying. Oh, there we go then. As long as you've got time to do all those little bits and pieces. Good question. Favorite ride in Legoland? I'm trying to keep it fair because some Legoland parks don't have all the rides. So if I said I could. Okay, so Legoland Windsor, their most impressive one is Mythica, their new ride that they've done recently. Legoland California, I really enjoyed their walkthrough that they did with all of the different Lego sets. That was really good. Legoland Florida is literally a theme park and everything's just slowed down. So all of those rides are better than anything else from a theme park perspective. As a theme, that is almost every single park, apart from Dubai for whatever reason. Probably Ninjago. I'd have to go for Ninjago across because of the type of ride that it is. The adventure over there is like a handheld shooter as well, so that's good fun. Depending on where it is in the world, gives you different bits and pieces. Obviously, all the roller coasters and things are turned down, but they are all different theming as well. The Lion Knight's Castle is literally the dragon coaster at all of the Legoland parks, like all of them. So yeah, there's a fair few. Oh, so 4320. So you like the Viking River Splash or the Pirates Log Flume is the two that you like them because both they're great, but over in the UK the Log Flume is freezing cold, and the Viking River Splash got closed. As did all of the others. All of them worldwide got turned down. And that is really very, very frustrating. But it was all down to one individual with a child. And that one individual would not listen. That individual would not make their child sit down. Child fell into the water. This wasn't at a Legoland, mind. This was at a different park, but it was the same ride, just a different name. So the Lego group shut the ride, slowed everything down. You had like huge buckets that filled up, that soaked you at different times. All of that stopped. So that was shoddy. The best ever ride that I've been on from a theme park perspective would be the Velociraptor coaster in Universal. So the Hulk is very, very good. I've managed to do the Hulk variation over in Malaysia as well, at Universal Malaysia, where they have like the that's Battlestar Galactica. So Battlestar Galactica and the Hulk is the same track layout, but just the Malaysia is newer, so it's a lot smoother. But the Velociraptor is the fastest thing I've ever been on, and it is a fantastic. But not Abu Dhabi, Doha, is it around Doha way? They've just got the tallest, fastest, and longest roller coaster in the world, is what they've just opened up. But with regards to a Legoland, well, we should all go. Like, people in the UK, I say this, we should either all go to Billund or we should all go to Windsor. And I am wanting to try and get to as many Legoland parks this year as possible, because that's actually how I started this channel. I actually toured the Legoland parks to start with, because I went around all the mini lands, I did all the builds, I saw all those bits and pieces, and it was amazing. They were fantastic. And what I used to do is, when I went to a Legoland park on a separate channel, I filmed all of the theme parks. So I've been to some nice theme parks around the world. They've got some nice ones over in the Middle East in Dubai. They've got some really nice ones in Abu Dhabi. They've got some great ones in America as well. Really, really good fun ones of those, especially when you can stay on like a Universal thing just for a week. I haven't yet gone to Epic Universe. That's what I haven't yet done. But keeping it Lego related just for a second, there's a lot of Legoland exclusive sets that are with the Legoland rights. So if anybody over in America is itchy to get any of the sets that you can't get, so it's like Jedi John or anybody like that, just let me know, and I can batch send them over to you all, because we get them really, really easily. And you lot, like for example, the pirate. If anybody wanted the big, because you all like the Santa, but they do the big pirate, and the pirate is an exclusive to the Lego house. So I can easily pick those up and just send them over. It's not a problem. There we go, Jane. So Jane said the Velociraptor and the Hulk were great. They are. They're very, very good. They're very, very good fun. Did you do Epic Universe as well? Shibo, hello, hello. How are we? So Shiba is here. So Shiba, what are you thinking of your shopping street? I've been. You've been to the Denmark. The Legoland in Billund is brilliant. So the water ride that you did was the Viking River, where it went up vertically and then you came shooting down. It had the huge, like 250,000 brick built dragon. That's amazing. But the one in Windsor was rubbish. So yeah, the stuff in Billund was very, very good. Sean says Space Mountain in Paris is a good one. Yep, I agree with that. Space Mountain is a good bit of fun. But yeah, they're closing the like I said at the start of the stream, they're closing down the the Star Wars ride at Disney, and that's over in the one in the States. They've opened one up somewhere and shutting down another one. Why that is, pass. I haven't got a clue. But they are. So that is all that's all the information I can give to people. But they have just opened up a new one and they've shut one. Right, so just caught that one. So that's now clipped together. So that's what that is starting to look like. Starting to get there. We'll do one more bag and then we'll throw in the towel. So you guys and girls can carry on chit-chatting amongst yourselves. Remember, banter is welcome. That is absolutely fine. Might not get this one finished, but we'll see. So yeah, another 20 minutes. We'll be on for another 20 minutes or so. And then don't forget, the Old Town review will follow this video as well. So the 4 hours I spent putting that together. Sure, Shibo, you're late, therefore you're bored. Can you spot the difference, Shibo, with what's happened within this chat? There's always one that was going to do it. We couldn't convince John to do it, but Shibo has decided to dive in and go for it. I want updates of this cloud now as well. So anybody that finds any information out about this cloud backdrop for a shelving problem, I want to see the solution. So anybody can let me know or tag me in the video when you guys can go see it. because some of you got lot obviously go live at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning my time, so I end up just watching a lot of the stuff on the replay. Right, we have got long length to either end. Shuba's panicking now. Doesn't know who you are. So Shuba thinks he's being bullied. He's just come in to say hello and been told that he's barred already. The name and logo has top trumped. So what else did you do over there, Jane? What other rides did you get on? Did you manage to do the full tour of that one? Because Islands of Adventure is where those are in, and I think Islands of Adventure is much better than the Universal Park. But did you manage to go on the Harry Potter train between the two lands? So in case anybody cares, step 175, bag number 6. Yeah, the train was good fun. Did you do it both ways? Because it tells the story differently both ways. If not, off you go. Back on the plane, and you're away. But no, I enjoyed that. I was going to do Epic Universe this year, and then with the World Cup going there, all the flights are just much more expensive. So I'm just going to wait until next year. That is the plan for me. DJ says, previously, I've had a problem with space for Lego sets, but I asked Grandma and she said I could have some sets in her room. Ah, that's good. She has no use for it, otherwise my room would look cluttered. Well, yeah. Well, this is the thing. It's like if you can get yourself like a Billy bookcase or a Kallax type of thing. This is IKEA product, mind. The Billy bookcase is almost perfect for base plates, and you can get multiple shelves, and you can obviously stack them at different heights. That is what a lot of people have with much bigger collections. The IKEA units are deeper, but you could use the top for whatever you want, and you can get the storage boxes for spare bits. So that works well as well. Oh, happy days then. Well, that works out well because I'll be finished in what, 14 minutes. So yeah, happy days. So yeah, I'll be finished before. I'm trying to look at the time. So what are we up to now? 17 minutes I'll be done. I'll be finished when this hits 2 hours. So it'd just be before 1:30. Look at that magic. That way I can go down and annoy everybody in their chat, which is good. So yeah, I was gonna put Brick Together's thing up because I can easily click it, but I didn't want to show off Miss Brick Together because obviously I don't know if that's her personal profile, so I don't want to start showing off people's profiles that don't want to be shown off. So Shopping Street is a brilliant design and the angles and some new techniques didn't see before. But I think there's better if you give my opinion. If I'm done, the music shop first floor is kind of empty. Fair enough. Jane says, no, only time for one ride. And I went to Epic. Oh, you went lucky person. I think it's better to go next year since it was new and it was really busy. Shows got cancelled. Yeah. So what amazingly, and this is a huge problem. I mean, honestly, I'd love to do this as a job, especially for the Lego group, but it is a huge problem with the Legoland parks. There is no shade. And from what I've heard, the new Universal Epic Universe, everybody was melting because they haven't put any shade up. But over in Dubai, they've got these, I don't even know what they're actually, they're a fabric material, I think. You've got a long, like a thick shafted pole that basically goes in the middle, and then you've got like this huge steel framework, but just off one pole, so you don't walk into everything. The poles are between the benches, so you can't walk into them anyway, and they offer a huge amount of shade. They've got the same design at Malaysia over their mini land. It's like these big circular type things, which would be great for Windsor because obviously it rains, so you could actually just stand underneath them and use it for shelter. And when it's hot, you melt, and then when it's wet, you just get soaked. Oh yeah, well that happens, doesn't it? You get technical difficulties all the time, I guess, don't you? So that's the thing with everything. It's not the easiest of well, going, at least you can say that you've been, but at least you managed to get on the Velociraptor bits and pieces and all those other kind of things, because they do look extremely, extremely good. So no, the main thing, as long as you had a good time, that's what matters. I am. Oh, there we go. Starting to dribble. You see changes behind me? What's changed? Hey, hang on. What? I see changes. What? I'm lost. What's changed? Yeah. So the that look. I've seen some really good things about the new section of Harry Potter. That is one UCS set they've not done from Lego Form yet, is it? Because they've done Diagon Alley and they've now done Hogsmeade, but they've not done anything for Epic Universe. Not that it's meant that way, but from a theme park perspective, I'm like, oh, if they do all three, you could put all three of those together, and that'd be really, really good. But yeah, it's always a good bit of fun with seeing just the different bits and pieces and what they do and all that kind of thing. But no, I'd like to go back. Yeah, I'd like to go back over and see, and it would just be a good bit of fun with all of those. Yeah, it should be. Should be. If it's not, then I'll have to turn it on. But I'm glad you've just popped on, because this is what I did with everybody else. So I can now do it for you as well, because I was waiting for this to pop up. So, Brick Together. I did it for everybody else's account, and I couldn't do it for yours because you weren't on that profile. So here it is. So that's now all of them. Now I think I've shown off everybody's. We've shown off John's. We've shown off Sean's. We've shown off everybody else. So I can now say, finally, I've done it. I'm waiting for you to pop in. I don't know. That's a very. I don't. Hang on. So I can look for something in the. Look for something in the background. No, the community it should be turned on. What, the viewers' posts? Try that. I've just turned it off and turned it back on. So try that. Nobody's ever posted on it, so we'll be having a look. Yeah, John's already let me know. So you go on in 1/2 past, don't you? And I'll be done in literally 10 minutes. So yeah, it's going to be perfect timing. So yeah, I'll be eyeballing that. But have another quick look. Oh, that's all right, Bridget. Don't worry about that. But no, I've just turned the community off and turned it back on again. So do whatever it is you need to do. So yeah, that should be good. Well, no, they had a bit of a problem with the Fantastic Beasts, Jane, didn't they? With all the hoo-ha of Depp. Was it Johnny Depp? And it was Depp, wasn't it? Because that was at the same time the Pirates of the Caribbean all sort of fell through. And now they're sort of like, oh, we're really sorry. It wasn't your fault, but the damage has already been done, hasn't it? Yeah, I'll be looking at that. Yeah, I look forward to seeing that. Good old Amber. Yeah, just a fantastic court case hearing for everybody. Well, yeah, that's true. But it bombed though, didn't it? It just didn't do very well. I don't know. There was obviously, I don't know if it was studio problems or there was other issues with it or whatever else, but it's having a full reset now, isn't it? So there'll be Oh, there you go. Yeah, John. John said at the same time as me. So yeah, I didn't think they did very well. But it's having a full reset, and yeah, it'll go from there. So now that they could have finished it, but they're not going to, and I think they're not going to make a Harry Potter film for a while because obviously you've got this new show. It'd be very interesting if this new Harry Potter show ends up having all of this and then it has a film finale. Just so there's something at the cinema again. But the Lego set's going to be massive, aren't they? There's going to be a lot of new. There's going to be a lot of new sets coming through for Harry Potter. So if you are a fan of Potter, then yeah, you've got a lot of stuff moving forward. And to be fair, with all the stuff that we're talking at this very, very start of the stream, if anything does kick off and then it all comes back down again, the Harry Potter stuff will be out after that time. So you don't have to worry about the tariffs. So it's perfect timing if you like Harry Potter. You don't have to worry at all. You don't have to worry at all. Right. Pumpkin going down the ladders. Yeah, because the sets aren't going to be made until what, 2027-ish? Oh, was that the case with it? With 5? Yeah, I think, to be fair, it's a bit. I think a lot of people maybe didn't get on with the Fantastic Beasts just because it was completely different characters and it was just a story that people needed to get back into. But if they carried on with it, they could have probably made a fortune, and Lego maybe would have had lots of different sets that would have come out. Because I forget about the Fantastic Beasts, because they did do some Lego sets for the Fantastic Beasts, I think. And then obviously when good old Amber and all of that kicked off, they were like, not today, thank you. We're not doing any of that. So, by the way, fun story I wanted to share. We're ending up enough. You threw him in the boot. Fair enough. We won't tell anybody. But yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? It is a shame. You're never going to know now. You're never going to know. The TV show is going to be kicking off. They have got some great casted actors from that. So because the character that's going to, sorry, the actor that's playing Hagrid, he's a very, very good actor, isn't he? And if you guys haven't seen Shaun of the Dead or Hot Fuzz, he is the other person in that with Simon Pegg. So Simon Pegg is known now for like the Mission Impossible franchise and all that kind of stuff. But Nick Frost, I think his name is, he's a great actor for that. So if you don't know who some of these actors are, you're going to be in for a treat, I think. There we go, Nick Frost, that's it. And I highly recommend, if you want a massive just giggle, just watch Shaun of the Dead. It's just ridiculous, but he's in that, so you can get an understanding of just how funny he actually is. Oh, there we go. Yeah, because Mega, that Tesla Cybertruck's huge as well. I've seen that in the box at Toys R Us in Canada. Because again, we don't get them over here, so that kind of thing. I always find that really interesting to see all of that kind of stuff, because the sets are nice. They are really, really nice. So no, enjoy that, because keep it up to date with how you're getting on with that build. Because what because that's a newer set to what I've got, because I've got the He-Man castle, so it's still under Mega. But I found that with the green bricks, some of them were stressed. So hopefully they're not the same for you, because obviously the new brick shop is completely different. So you're not going to have that sort of stress problem with them. But yeah, I always enjoy seeing. There you go. John knows Nick Frost. So yeah, and the fact he's got who he's got, and he didn't make much money out of doing all the stuff that he's kind of done. Now he's going to be set for life, and you have got some other really good actors going in there, haven't you? So it'd be interesting to see how it all changes in a minifigure form as well, because all the sets are now going to have complete reprints, retorsos, You know, it's going to be. They're laughing though. They're going to be absolutely laughing. The Lego Group will be happy as anything with the new Mandalorian Star Wars film coming out this year. The news of Harry Potter now for the next 5 years, and Marvel. Oh, they're going to be absolutely rolling in it now. Because if you think they have held on, and we can all be honest about this, even if you like Harry Potter or Marvel, the Lego Group themselves have held on for years and years, and they've just done what they could to make slightly different sets. But there's been no new decent content, has there? And I think, again, now talking about the Fantastic Beasts, that hasn't exactly helped their business plan. If they were expecting 5 films, as John said, and they stopped when they did, they were thinking, oh, we could carry this on for X amount of time. But they will now recycle the Marvel content from this year for at least the next decade, because that's what they've done from Endgame. And they've got Harry Potter, which they're now going to be recycling for at least another 10 years, because that's going to be filmed for, what, 5 years in a row? So, yeah, a minimum of a decade for both of those franchises without even having to think of anything or get any repeats. So you are laughing if you're into those franchises. Yeah, I reckon so. I wouldn't mind doing it. It's just a set that we don't get here because we don't have the Cybertruck isn't sold here for a start. It's not allowed on our roads, but also nobody ever ordered it. So the bigger toy chain companies like our Smiths and places, basically like your equivalent of Walmart and Toys R Us, don't stock the vast variety of Mattel products when they're out. So we had all the Pokemon stuff. So I've seen all the Pokemon stuff over in the UK before, but the Cybertrucks and stuff were very, very hit and miss. But I wouldn't mind putting it together. Yeah, I wouldn't mind putting that together at all. Right, guys, I am going to end the poll now. Success, I think. We actually managed to build some bits and pieces. That's not too bad. Well, this is it. So you're going to be laughing, John, aren't you? You've got lots of new content regarding what to watch. And then if the Lego Group can just make, because if they're going to do, well, they're just going to do variations of the same sets that they've done already with a whole new lot of minifigures and all the other little bits and pieces. And all they've got to do is whatever you see on screen that you haven't seen in the films, they'll just make as a set. And they'll be like, yeah, we'll do that, we'll do that, we'll do that. And it'll just be easy for them. So they don't have to worry, do they? They do not have to worry now, which is great. So the poll will be ending. I'll let you guys go say goodbye to everybody because I know Brick Together is going to be going live in a second. So I do not want to be overlapping those. And I will try and jump in on their, well, I will be jumping in on their chat as well. I want to see this cloud. So I'm intrigued to know what this new cloud design and shelf thing is all about. Shameless plug, the video for the Old Town will go live in about half an hour. So if you want to see how it all goes together as a circle, individually detail all the minifigures and all that kind of stuff, 30 minutes, and then that will be uploaded as a standalone video for everybody. And I will see everybody when I go live at sometime next week. And we still haven't figured out what set I'm going to be buying. So that needs to be done at some point. Right, so I'll let you guys go say goodbye to each other. And then yeah, we'll carry on with everything. So the minifigures for this so far are looking very, very good. Right, guys, you take it easy, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your afternoons, evenings, mornings, wherever it is that you are. And I'll catch back up with everybody, well, during the week. Take care, everybody. Bye, bye, bye.